Ah, happy Monday, everybody. Let's play some. Let's continue our playthrough of Trails in the Sky. I hope everybody is doing okay today. But this and so we have to continue the search. Our father is still missing, and we have to do our search for him and do some side quests in the meantime. Like this one, I haven't done yet. Start with it. We have to go back to the West Highway. West Bosse Highway, yep. Yep, we have enemies here, okay, so... Okay. I almost got lost there for a second, although I didn't have anywhere to get lost. I'm surprised the monster is not here on this bridge. I wonder... Hey, those guys scared me. They surprised me. As I was saying, I wonder if I can do some fishing in this game.
Alright, we're good to go.
That was not a lot of experience, but we got a flaky potato out of it. Still wanna fight that guy. Oh, I know what this is. We had those. No! Oh, why did I have to stop right next to it? Yeah, I forgot it explodes. Yeah. I will not stop next to it again. Don't like those snakes, they poison me. I'm not a fan of snakes in general. I assume this is the guy we're looking for. Yes. Let's try and exterminate him. Oh, so he doesn't like... Okay. Okay, I didn't expect that. Yeah, if I allow him to attack me, I'm dead. I'll most probably allow him to attack me. Oh shit, did I cancel his cast with that? This is not good. Okay, the other effective is fire. Wait, okay.
We're good to go.
Oh, cool. I didn't know you learn the saps by eating them. Oh, thank God he missed. I think this should finish it off. But we have different music for this boss fight, I just noticed. Nice.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Only 15 XP? Oh, Shazat at least leveled up to 50, but wow. I expected a lot more experience for that. Okay, so we exterminated this guy as well. Maybe we should return though. Yes, we have to go back to town. We have to speak with Niall anyway. Oh, we are running from these guys. Oh, there was a Sunkern. Why isn't that even the timer showing up? Oh, nothing. Oh, that was the sprite. Okay, now we have the timer. I'm too lazy to fix my overlay. Do it tomorrow.
Oh, are we done already?
Yep, we're done already, Sherazad. Cool. Is that a stun or a daze? Sure. To be honest.
Oh, are we done already?
Yeah, I should have run. Three experience points is not worth it. Yeah, fighting them is not worth it. They just don't give a decent amount of experience. Okay, first things first, let's go here. Best for the day. Thank you. Don't have an orange building. About not here. And there it is. Hey, hello guy. Yeah, I need fire sepet a lot. Anyway, thank you. What do we have here? I can give her firebolt, but oh, dead blow. What does dead blow give? Nothing. But words breaks. Okay. How did I? Have to craft them. Oh yeah, another one. We can go somewhere else. I want to give her firebolt as well. Yeah, I think I do. As we see, there are a lot of enemies actually weak to fire. Let's report those. Mirror, West Boss a monster, 1200. We're still 7th class. Okay, I think those were all the side quests that right now. Where is Niall? Yeah, but where is Niall? Is he here? Are they in the hotel? That's good for you, dinner. I'm sure they cook great. I wanted to see the linen. Okay. Where is he then? Market? That's guns. This is where we last saw him. Are they? Maybe this way. Various shops. Let's go to them. Maybe they're there. Oh, they're not. They're already in the Orbo factory and we know they're not there. Might you be? Gary, my new boss is a pain. What's left? Maybe the church? What were they doing in the church? Apparently nothing. A wild gift. Where should I have it? Yep, I absolutely do. Landing port by any chance? I haven't looked around the landing. Let's do that. Where are you? Burner. Okay. You? Is that corporation still hasn't received something? Where are you? Nope, not the guy that I need. Oh, you as well. Oh, dangerous combustible objects. We don't want to play with those. What does this take us? Some guy named Alden. Hey, where is Niall? Are they in the mayor's house anyway? Where does this... the South Blue? Let's see. Oh. Maybe I have to do this as from the beginning. Gone without a trace. Where could it be? Yesterday afternoon, the airliner Linde vanished over the Boss airspace while en route to Roland. An exhaustive overnight search conducted by the Royal Army. The army yielded no clues to its whereabouts, leaving all parties baffled. In response to this incident, the army has declared all airliner flights cancelled until further notice. Fate of the Linde passengers unknown. The Libero Orbital Ship Corporation reports that 17 were aboard the Linde at the time of its departure, including both passengers and crew. Family members of these missing persons are understandably concerned, but remain hopeful. Probability of accident is low, says expert. Central Factory Chief Murdoch proclaims, "Our orbital engines are sturdy and reliable. The chance of an engine failure is virtually nil. I do not believe an accident could have occurred." Rumors and theories abound. Was it a conspiracy perpetrated by the Royal Army and a covert mercenary force comprised of Jaegers? Perhaps it was a plot to kidnap the passengers and hold them for ransom. Some have even suggested the Linde came under attack by the last living ancient dragon. Wow, seriously. That's wild speculation now. No matter what anyone may have heard, it's all just speculation at this point, as no real evidence has yet been found. The Royal Army is investigating a possible connection between this and... Sorry about that. The Royal Army is investigating a possible connection between this incident and the recent burglaries in Bosse, but thus far no information on any such connection has been released. In fact, no information has been released at all, due to Army regulations prohibiting the dissemination of intelligence to the general public, a policy that I'm sure we'd all like to be repealed. Society. Crystal stolen in daring robbery. A group of unknown individuals recently broke into the Roland mayor's house to steal a Septium crystal that was left in his possession. Hey, that was our story. We stopped that. Local bracers, us, came to the rescue and managed to recover the stolen item, but the culprits are still at large. Thankfully, no harm came to the mayor or his family during this incident. We deeply regret that the criminals escaped, says a Roland Bracer representative. But please know that we of the Bracer Guild did everything in our power to apprehend them and will continue to take pursuit for however long it may take. Oh, let's see, what did they say about the tower? Roland region in the Esmelos Tower. The Esmelos Tower lies a few hundred selga to the north of Roland City, along the Malga Trail. Its turquoise green visage is the only real landmark for as far as the eye can see. Counting as one of the of the four tetracyclic towers, its purpose is still shrouded in mystery to this day. This exciting location is as old as Libero itself, and modern research utilizing the latest turbo technology is expected to answer a few questions about this eerie structure while posing still others. Which reminds me, let's go and... Hey, Madeline Allison, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it, and welcome to my game cafe. How are you doing today? Let's check if there's a new issue to that actually. Who did you sell those? Don't I just read that exact issue? Yeah. Okay, where is that guy then? Don't make me check on the internet, I don't want to do that. I'm doing well, thank you. Just enjoying the game and relaxing after work. How are you doing today? And searching for a reporter that is hiding somewhere apparently. I have no idea where. Do I have to go back to Roland? I don't believe so. He was in a hurry to get away from there. I'm probably missing something. What's this? Kirsch's Bar. Oh, the game is cool. It's a really old game. They apparently released it for Steam recently, and I found it on one of their sales and decided to try it. It's a JRPG, so a lot of text and a lot of reading. I'm still at the beginning though. I think I have what, about 10 hours played so far. And it's actually a 3-parter. Oh, there's the guy I'm searching for. Yeah, it's actually three games. Comprise the whole story. This is the first one. We have the Trails in the Sky second chapter, and Trails in the Sky, I think it was called the third, the final one or something like that. I think they're on sale pretty often on Steam, so I think I'm gonna play all of them. I'm searching for him for God knows how, and he's just drinking here. God damn it. This ain't a joke, you know. Yeah, he's drunk already. Well, we found him, but he's drunk off his ass. Was having this article rejected really that much of a shock to his system? Do you play JRPGs? Madeline, what's your favorite game? He's just acting like the man he is. Men are pigs, after all. Yeah, sure. Though he seems to have forgotten that alcohol is a drink to be consumed, not a drink to be consumed by. You don't want to... I was going to say that exact same thing. You don't want to talk. Don't they sometimes call you bottomless shitter? Oh please, bottomless is much more suitable for a woman like Aina. Does it not have graphic stuff? I actually do, but they decided to not work today and I was way too lazy to fix it. So I just left it for tomorrow. Oh, on the other hand, on the other hand, can hold my liquor. No matter how much I may drink, my face and my disposition remains unrendered. So, don't you dare group a fun-loving drinker like myself in the same category as this clumsy lush. Oh, come now. When you get drunk, you lose it completely and everyone around you gets a heck of a show, admit it. Certainly true that Aina is like a bucket to share a sieve. But no matter how you look at it, they are both pretty bottomless. I'm sensing disrespect, children. Oh, he finally woke up! Good morning, Niall. You're in a bar. Good, you're awake, sort of. Drinking so much is not good for your health, you know. Oh, my head. What the... You're that bracer trainee, aren't you? Oh my goodness, what the hell am I doing in Roland? Thought I had made my way to Bosse. What are you mumbling about, you sponge? You are in Bosse, and so are we. Oh, well, damn, don't scare me like that. Oh, and I see you got a lovely lass with you. Name's Sherazard Harvey. The pleasure's all yours, I'm sure. I'm the mentor of these two. Sherazard? Are you the infamous Silver Streak by any chance? Oh, you humble me, sir. I take it you've heard of me then? Only rumors, I'm afraid. But yes, I know your name. You're one of the top young bracers, if I'm not mistaken. Which means you three are here to investigate the incident as well, I suppose. Oh, so you do have some brains left in there after all that booze, I'm impressed. Too, another 2 minutes until the next Pokemon. You find anything out? We saw you by the mayor's house, you seem pretty troubled. Damn, they saw that? Yeah, I was looking for clues and couldn't find any. That's what I figured. Damn Darwin's regulations on the spread of information really restricts what I'm able to learn anyway. And if I try to consult General Morgan at the Haken Gate directly, I'll be held up for inspection for who knows how long. So I figured I'd at least try to score an interview with the legendary voluptuous mayor, but the maid turned me away outright. And to top it all off, that useless girl kept screwing everything up. Everything! Oh, great Adios, tell me, what did I do to deserve this shabby life? Well, you did try to do an exclusive on the mayor's chest. But if you want information that badly, we might share some of ours with you. Huh? We're actually investigating the incident on Mayor Mabel's behalf right now. Well, naturally, we've met with the mayor and Gerald Morgan too, for that matter. Holy crap, you serious? Yep, totally. Score! And the goddess gets a point. Blessed be the bounty of Adios. Please, I beg of you, tell me everything, every last detail. We'll be glad to, however, aren't you forgetting something now? Huh? Information ain't free, you know. We'll scratch your back, but you need to scratch ours first and get that look off your face. I totally do not mean that literally. You got cat. You want mirror or something? Oh, let me just have some water. What games do you like to play, Madeline? I assume you like RPGs? I guess. My research funds are long exhausted at this point, I'm sorry to say. We are not interested in your money. We just find it fascinating that you made your way to Bolsa right after this incident occurred. Seems like you might have heard some interesting things yourself, with that being the case. And here I thought you were a nice kid. Turns out you're just a slimy little leech like me. RPGs are love. Oh, hey there, Google the Spirit, and we have a Scraggy in chat. How are you doing today, Google the Spirit? Choose a easier to pronounce name, please. I'll tell you what I know, but rest assured, it's not big news by any stretch of the imagination. As long as it's related to the incident, no matter how trivial it may seem, I'll take it. Just don't be stingy, give it to us straight, okay? Yeah, I know, don't worry. I just didn't want to use your real name. Fine, I'll tell you everything on my honor as a newsman. So, yeah. I've got 2 clues to share, so if you're taking notes, I suggest you get out your pen and paper. How are you doing, Borko? What are you up to today? We're ready whenever you are. Man, way to go, Joshua, you're on a roll. Well, if he ever gets tired of being a bracer, we know he'll have a bright future in racketing with those skills. Let's see, what works? Oh, that means a lot of reading now. The first clue is in the form of an eyewitness report from the village of Ravenue to the west. I talked to a villager who just came to Bossa for a visit, and she told me something very interesting. Apparently, she knows a kid who saw a huge shadow flying overhead on the night of the incident. Bye bye, Scraggy. A huge shadow flying overhead? Yep, airship, I told him. Maybe even that missing one. Sorry about that, but Darby checked it out and found absolutely nothing. Oh, you meanie. You raised our hopes only to dash them straight away. You were saying somebody saw something, but it was probably unrelated to anything. That's what I'm saying. I warned you it wasn't big news. And I went to a lot of trouble to get this sad morsel too. What with that information embargo in place and all. Well done. Now, let's hear that second clue of yours. Fine. The other thing I learned is that the Military Intelligence Division is on the move. Intelligence Division? I've heard rumors about them. It's a new royally sanctioned branch of the army in charge of intelligence gathering and dissemination. That's the one, yeah. Supposedly they are so elite they can even stand toe to toe with the royal bodyguards. The man they put in charge, Colonel Richard, is apparently quite the whiz kid. With him on the case, they say this incident is as good as solved already. Doesn't seem like your information will be of much use to us in our investigation. Yeah, well, can't say I didn't warn you, sorry I couldn't help much on your end. But a promise is a promise, I scratched, now it's your turn. Of course, a deal is a deal after all. Joshua told Niall about All about the incident in Roland, as well as the information received from General Morgan. The Kapuas, Sky Bandits, a ransom demand to the Royal House and the airship corporations. Oh, hey Alan, how are you doing today? How is 7 Days to Die going? Good goddess, that's exactly what I needed. That's the missing link I've been killing myself to find. But your fancy did it. Absolutely, I can definitely write my article now. Okay, and elsewhere. I'm asking you as well. You're playing too? I can't be wasting my time getting drunk here. I have to find Dorothy post haste. See you later, you wonderful people, you. Wow, he got sober really quick. Wow, his spirit certainly lifted fast. Well, he was chasing a big story pretty unsuccessfully until we came along. It's only natural. I'm glad we could help him out. Well, look at you, from Mr. I'll break your kneecaps if you don't talk to Mr. Nice Guy in under a minute. Talk about a split personality. Stop thinking weird things about me. I was just negotiating, a little give and take, nothing more. A bad boy exterior with a good boy inside, or is it the other way around? Either way, I'm sure the girls love it. But anyway, I guess we've only really dealt with scrupulous people thus far. We're pretty lucky in that regard. Start dealing with weirdos, and that's when you need to bust out some really questionable negotiation technique. So anyway, how are you doing? How are both of you doing today? How are you looking at me when you said that? Anyway, that aside, was anyone else a little bothered when I talked about that huge flying shadow thing? That eyewitness report from Ravenue? I'd say there's a strong chance there was nothing to it if the army already checked it out. Yeah, but I mean, it's not like the army is totally infallible. They could have missed something. It wasn't General Morgan himself after all, but one of his men. And some of those guys are pretty thick-headed. Terrible? Why so terrible? I'm doing good. My work day is over. I'm relaxing with a nice game. So I'm doing good. Why are you doing terrible? What happened today? That is true. Probably worth looking into. Certainly can't hurt at any rate. You two are starting to get the hang of this, I see. I think this is a splendid idea. Let's head to Ravenue then, shall we? Got it. Okay, back to Ravenue. I just came back from there, but I have no problem going. Okay, so we have to go to the West Bosse Highway. His neck hurt him. I'm alive. Well, being alive is not enough for feeling terrible. You know, that's actually a reason to feel good. Or at least decent. Huh? What did we just... what happened? Oh, who's that guy? Oh. Sherazard, is that you? Well, this is an unlikely place to run into the Silver Streak. Right back at you. I thought you were in the Royal City, but are you here to look into the Airliner incident? No, I'm here on some chump errands. But speaking of the incident, I hear it was the work of the Sky Bandits. Still, if you're here on the job, then I guess I don't have to worry about it myself. Good luck to you. Is that all you've got to say? I'm sure you've heard that Cassius might have been taken hostage, right? Cassius Bright? Taken hostage? Don't make me laugh. That old man's not going to get beaten by the likes of some Sky Bandits. Anybody saying that is severely mistaken. I'd like to believe that too, but I wonder who this guy is. I don't know, but he seems to fit the mold for a bracer. By the way, who are those brats you've got tagging along with you? They look like a bunch of newbies to me. Well, then I'm sure you'll be surprised to hear that these brats are Cassius's kids. Yeah, that's a surprise, alright. So these are the old man's kids, huh? Hard to believe it. Why are you looking at us like that? This boy with the black hair is one thing, but the girl really looks like an amateur. Are you sure she's really Cassius's daughter? You wanna try saying that again with my stuff in your teeth? She's the bona fide daughter of Cassius Bright, and I have to warn you, her bite is as good as her bark. And I'm just his adopted son. Is that a fact? Oh well, it doesn't really matter. What do you mean it doesn't matter? Yo, take it easy, Sherazard, and be careful not to let these brats drag you down. Yeah. Make sure not to rush into any trouble yourself either. Haha, I'll keep those words in mind. Alright, Sherazard. Was it you who took care of that monster near the mine? Yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't just me. It was us. I don't think any number of trainees would have made much difference. But anyway, good luck in your search for those sky bandits. Later! So you never told me how is 7 Days to Die going? What's with that guy? He really pisses me off. I see, so that was Heavy Blade Agate, huh? Heavy Blade Agate? What a stupid name. Agate Krosner, senior bracer in the Bracer Guild. He works in all regions and isn't affiliated with any specific branch. His massive blade is said to be capable of slicing a monster in two with a single slash. I'll just tell you right now, he is one tough customer. Whatever, I don't care how tough he is, he's still a rude jerk. Come to think of it, how does he know Dad anyway? He seems to think highly of Dad's ability, but even so, he doesn't seem to like him all that much. So they are killing you or what, eh? Hope they didn't find your base. There are a number of things in his past I can't go into. And those things are the reason why he feels that way about your father. Well, I couldn't care less about someone rude like that. Anyway, let's hurry to Ravenue Village. Well, wanted to do that from the beginning. He died. And what about you? Didn't you die as well? Oh, I can't use Flicker. Anyway. I'm immortal, yeah. For some reason I don't believe that, you know. I've played shooters with you before. Okay. It's still a shooter. And I know you like to loot way too much instead of fighting, so you always get caught off guard. Alright, let's see what we can find out about the sighting. So what do you suggest? Should we just talk to all the villagers? People would be suspicious of us if we did that all of a sudden. I think we should talk to the village elder first and see what he has to say about it. Okay. That was not Dean. That was Dean, yes. And next I have to go find the village elder. Good thing I was here earlier, so I know the lay of the village. I see you're all together. What brings you here up here today? Are you here for a visit? No, not exactly. We're actually here on a business. Although, if it's possible, I'd really like a wine, a glass of your fruit wine. Ho ho ho! Things in the world never go like you expect, do they? By the way, I never got a chance to ask you until now, but you don't happen to be one of Agate's companions, do you? Well, we are all members of the same guild, but we are not companions exactly. You know him by face, and that's probably about it. I see. Oh, he's traveling by himself as usual, huh? The village elder closed his eyes for a moment as a look of sadness passed over his aged feet. What's wrong, sir? It's nothing really. Please pardon my expression. Anyway, what brings you to this rural village of ours? Don't tell me that another dangerous monster showed up in the area. No, actually we're in the middle of an investigation concerning the missing airliner. Came here because we heard there was a report of some kind of sighting. Ah, I see. The Royal Army came here and investigated that the other day. However, they searched around the area and ended up leaving empty-handed. Really? Is that so? Well, what about the person who saw the flying silhouette in the sky? It was one of the children in the village here, a boy named Louis. He apparently saw some suspicious shadow making its way across the sky on the night of the incident. But he's a kid any way you think about it, so he may have just imagined the whole thing while he was half asleep. Imagined it, huh? I guess the best thing we can do is ask him directly. You're probably right about that. Thank you for your time, sir. Don't mention it. If there's anything else I can help you with, don't hesitate to ask. Okay, so... Where was Louis? Actually... No, that's not Louis. That's still locked. Septic rather. Oh, we have a hippopotas in chat. See, have I caught a hippopotas? Apparently I have, but I'll still try to catch it. Here is the souls of 6 righteous people who lost their lives in the flames of war. Have one letter too many there elsewhere. Oh, and my... Have to buy Pokeballs apparently. 6 righteous who lost their lives in the flames of war. Leif, Abel, Nico, Wilhelm, Irina, and Misha. May you all find rest with the gods. Okay, so... That's not a boy. Are you Louis? No, that's Vince. Wait, what did you say? Louis hasn't come over recently. I wonder if something happened. Ah, are you guys visitors? We are looking for the village elder house. No, we're not. So... You mean to tell me Louis is not really... may not be here? I moved to this village a number of years ago because I wanted to be an orchard farmer. I even purchased a new set of herbal farming equipment, which I've been studying how to use all my life. I'm going to grow and produce more fruit than anyone else. I'm actually looking to get out of the orchard business and start again as a merchant in Posse. But there are still a number of problems hanging over this village. And Hippopotas escaped! Sorry, you'll catch the next one, don't worry. And if we can't find a way to resolve them, I just won't be able to leave this place with a clear conscience. That's why my wife and son have gone ahead to Bosse without me. Okay, so... is that Lou? Yes. Huh, I haven't seen you guys around here before. Are you merchants here to buy fruit? Actually no, we are here for a different reason. As a matter of fact... Oh, why were you yawning so much? As a matter of fact, we're bracers. Bracers? You mean like a cat? I don't... I don't know, you look old... You don't look all that strong to me, especially because you're a girl. Why don't you tell me how you really feel? But after seeing my great skill with a staff, do you think you can still call me weak? Wow, that's amazing! It's like a tornado! I hope you've learned your lesson that looks can be deceiving. Now, how about another amazing demonstration with my staff? And still, be careful. Wasn't it just yesterday that you hit yourself in the face doing that? Anyway, are you Louis by chance? Yeah? But how do you know my name? We heard from the village elder. He said you saw some kind of flying shadow. Do you think you can tell us a little bit more about what you saw that night? Sure, if you want. But the soldiers from the army already searched the place and didn't find anything. That's fine, we're not worried about that. Do you think you could just tell us what you saw? In as much detail as you can remember. Okay, I'll try. You see, I like watching the stars at night. I often sneak out of my house at night to come here and look at the stars. And the other night, when I was out here looking up at the stars, I saw two shadows moving across the sky. Now hold on a minute. You say you saw two shadows? Yeah, that's right. And they were different sizes too, kind of like a mom leading a kid. Two shadows, two sizes. That's consistent with an airliner and a Sky Bandit airship if you think about it. Yeah, the aircraft we ran across in the woods was definitely smaller than a typical airliner. The two shadows just kept on flying north, until I couldn't see them anymore. So north it is. There's a trail that continues behind the village. It leads to an old septium mine, which was abandoned some time ago. The soldiers from the army supposedly searched the trail, but didn't come up with anything. That's why they said I must have just been dreaming. And then they laughed at me like I didn't know what I was talking about. Little boy's eyes started to go up with. Enough of that. You're a boy, right? And boys don't cry. You're not like those stupid soldiers. You don't think you're telling a lie either, and we're going to prove it. Really? Darn straight. You just leave it to us. So, no more crying, okay? Oh, okay. You're a real nice person. As usual, she's got a knack with the kids. Yeah, maybe it's a virtue. Why are you looking at me like that? It's nothing. Let's focus on the task at hand. It looks like we've got stuff to do. Right. Let's hurry and get onto the trail behind the village. Yeah, I was already there. So let's go straight to the mine. Wait. Such nice music and atmosphere in this village. The mine was this way. Let's try to avoid a lot of the fighting. Says he while he gets surprised attacked in the back. Yeah, I'm just gonna run, it's easier. I can check my map. I can actually open my map. Where are the abandoned mine? Revenue mine. The gate is secured with a heavy chain and a padlock. This looks like the entrance to an abandoned mine. Kind of reminds me of the Malga mine, except for the fact that it's all deserted. It seems that this place was abandoned quite some time ago. The padlock and chain are rusted. It doesn't look like this gate has been opened recently. Which means that there's no possibility that the Sky Bandits entered through here. I wonder if that's why the army never investigated the place. They're probably not going to find any clues searching around in an old mine, that's for sure. What's wrong, Estelle? Maybe it's just me, but do you feel any air flowing out of here? When you say out of here, do you mean the mine? Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Joshua wet the tip of his index finger with his tongue and held out. You're right, Estelle. It's rather subtle, but there is air flowing out of here. Just like I thought, huh? Sometimes your senses can be surprisingly sharp, you know that? I wonder if you get that from your father. My dad doesn't have anything to do with it, but forget about that. I'm more interested in what's inside this old mine. There's certainly a possibility that it connects to somewhere. It's probably worth checking out. Well, in that case, let's bust this lock off. Hey, don't even think about doing that. For now, we'd better head back to the village and talk with the other. Might have the key. You're no fun, Shira. But she's right. Yeah, I don't intend to fight that guy, he gives no experience. How is this a surprise attack? Because of that, I'll have to. Analyst, isn't that you, Sherazard? It's nice to see you again. I haven't seen you since the last time you were here during your training. If it isn't Analyst, I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. Anyway, what are you doing here? Well, we had a request to exterminate a monster in this area. Oh, really? So, how has your swordsmanship been coming along? Have you started mastering the use of that weapon? Let's avoid that subject right now. Still working on it. By the way, Sherazard, are you here on a job for the guild? Yeah, something like that, although the job's a little different from the one you're handling. Is that so? Well, this region has been becoming more dangerous recently. Make sure to be careful. Oh, thank you for the advice. We're here to speak to that guy. Where's the mayor? Are you looking for my husband? Since it's this time of the day, I'm sure he's up at the gravesite on the hill. Oh. So, this is where you are, Elder Ryzen. Oh, it's you young bracers, is it? Well, this is a rather extravagant grave for a small village like this, isn't it? It was erected to mourn all those souls we lost 10 years ago. As the boss region is nearest to the Empire, it was in the thick of the fray. In this village, we lost a number of good people in the hostilities. That's terrible. Haha, there is no need for you to get somber too, though. These days, cleaning this monument is just one of my daily routines. But I guess you wouldn't have come up here if you didn't think there was something I could help you with, right? Oh, right, there was something we wanted to talk to you about. But before that, would you mind if we paid our respects as well? You know we don't have any flowers to give, but we'd at least like to offer up a prayer. Oh, I see. No, of course I don't mind. I'm sure all those looking down from above would be overjoyed by the gesture. Yeah. So you say there might be some clues in that old mine, huh? I know for certain that the soldiers didn't check inside. After I heard Louis' story, it really got me thinking. I'd like to check the place out just in case, so would you mind lending us the key to the entrance? The key for that padlock, huh? Give me a minute here. I'm sure I put it in this drawer. Alright, here it is. Okay, this should get you inside. Wow, this key looks ancient. Many thanks, Elder Ryzen. This will really help a lot. Don't mention it, we are always indebted to the Bracer Guild for the help. It's only natural that we will try and return the favor. Thank you. If everyone we dealt with was as cooperative as you, it would make our lives a lot easier. We'll be sure to let you know if we find anything. I would appreciate that. And I will have a quick break just for a second. I need to do something. Be right back. Okay, told you it was going to be quick. Oh, we'll have another Pokemon spawn in 50 seconds. Prepare your quick balls if you have them. Okay, back to the mine we go. Maybe it won't be such a bad idea to fight these guys though. And that's the reason why we have to...
Done already?
Whoa, Pancham! We have a wild Pancham in chat. And I don't think I have this one actually. Yeah, I don't have it, so that's an Ultra Ball for me. But so, we have a Pokemon in chat. Oops, that's the wrong way. Oh, he's still alive. Stop missing!
Let's move out.
I hope the Ultra Ball is enough. It should be enough for a Pancham. Let's also make a quick save before we enter the mine. The gate is secured with a key. Yeah. Let's use this key we borrowed from the village elder. Yes, I got the Pancham. Nice. Okay, let's check out this mine. Yeah, that was one heavy gate. Let's go look inside, shall we? I don't know about sky bandits, but I can definitely sense monsters in there. Everyone stay alert. And the worst thing, I cannot use the minimap in here. Let's go left first. Let's check. What are you? Wow, you don't like spells whatsoever, hey? That will be a lot of... I need monsters that give me fire sepit, you know? Yep, I knew it. Physical attacks don't do a lot of damage to them, but let's save some mana.
Let's move out.
But Estelle and Joshua are getting closer and closer to leveling up anyway. This bridge is broken and cannot be used.
Oh, are you done already?
Just 4 experience, wow. Man, it's bright in here, huh? Isn't that the... Quiet, Estelle. How did I get the correct path from the first try? I wanted to explore the mine. It looks like we've hit the jackpot. Wow. I knew it, I should have gone right first as always. Forget about the heavy things and focus on the food provisions and valuables. Dial. And hurry it up, will ya? It's only a matter of time before someone finds this place. Got it, Kyle, roger that, and so far and so forth. What's an airline doing in a place like this? I guess that kid wasn't seeing things after all. This looks like an area that used to be used for strip mining. It certainly turned out to be a great place to hide something of this size. Yeah, who would have thought to look here? Look at that, aren't they loading the airliner cargo into their own ship? Let's worry about that later. We've got to figure out a way to pack these guys before they get away again. There are 5 guys this time. So this is our 3rd trip, huh? Man, Don can be a real slave driver sometimes. Oh well, once this is all taken care of, we'll be able to sit back and negotiate a nice fat ransom. Hold it right there! Who in the... The scorching flames of justice never fade away as long as evil thrives in this world. The League of Extraordinary Bracers have arrived! The League of Extraordinary Bracers. The League of... What? You bonehead, why do you always get carried away like that? What's with you two? Now I look like a big fool saying that stuff all alone. You're the ones who Josette had running back in Roland. This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early. It can't be right. We are not supposed to be here this early? What the heck are you talking about? In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you're hereby under arrest and charged with the hijacking of an airliner and passengers. That probably means he's working with the army. I hope for your sakes you'll come along quietly. Now, hold on just a minute. Are you trying to tell me that only the 3 of you came here to arrest us? You see anyone else, bandit boy? So you're not involved with the others then, huh? Then that simplifies things. Let's get them, boys. What others? I don't think she will be able to walk it here, so I'll use Joshua as well.
Let's do this!
Yep, he still moves! I don't want him to move, I'll deal with the other guys, but he will be annoying. But why do they have to attack one after the other? That's what I don't like. This then they don't do a lot of damage. But they poison! Oh shit. They're in such a perfect line. Yeah, let's use this one. I have to remove the poison.
We're good to go.
Come on, Sherazard. You can do it. I can't use Hurricane. Let's kill him and make our lives easier.
Piece of cake.
Just 9 experience. Wow, finally a decent amount of fire sepid. Got poison. What do we need poison for? Oh, you guys are tougher than I thought. It's no wonder Josette got beat by your tree. Your talk won't get you anywhere, buddy. It's time to surrender and let the passengers go. You really don't know anything, do you? What was that you called yourself? League of Exceptionally Dim or something? You make fun of my awesome team name, you're dead. Look out! Yeah, explosives. Oh. Just a smoke grenade. What is this? You gotta be kidding me, another smoke screen? It's too bad about the rest of the cargo, but we'll just have to live without it. Later, bracers. Some of it got in my eyes. Don't worry, it's not poisonous. It looks like it was a typical smoke canister. Yeah, the ship is already out of sight. This is getting really old. It's not once, but twice now that they've gotten away. If I get demoted for this at the guild, there's not much I can say in my defense. Oh, Shira. Quit acting like it was all your fault. We're responsible for letting them get away too. If we've got time to kick ourselves over this, then there's got to be some other constructive things we can do. Well, you sound like you should be the senior bracer. Well, at least we were able to take back the airliner, so how about we have a look? The passengers may be inside. Right! Let's look around first. There's a lot of exits. I didn't mean to use an exit, you know. Let's go. Yeah, there's a lot of exits. Wow, it's pretty bare in here. There's not a piece of cargo left. Evidently, the Sky Bandits managed to make a at least judging by the looks of things. At any rate, we should do a thorough investigation of the place. I agree, Shira. I wonder what this is. This is the Orbo engine control panel. It looks like the flow of Orbo energy has completely stopped. Looks like this is the captain's seat. If this were any other circumstances, I would love to sit here. Don't even think about it. Here's the steering wheel used to pilot the ship. I wonder where the pilot could have gone. Right in there, in here, there's a lot of... Oh wait, a wild Doduo. We have a Doduo in chat. Just spawned... But I think I have it and I'm not gonna waste a Pokeball on a Doduo. It's bright in here, there's a lot of light shining into this place. Why did you sad about that fact? I'm definitely missing something. Checked it over, but it looks like there's nobody inside. There's a high possibility the passengers were transferred to the Sky Bandits airship. And then to wherever their hideout is. Agreed. But this sucks. Right when I thought we had some clues, we're back to zero. Come on, cheer up already. It's not like every clue has completely vanished. Why do you think the Sky Bandits hit the airliner in a place like this? Huh? As far as I can tell, the Orbo energy in the airship has completely stopped. Which means that the Orbo engine was stripped from the aircraft. You know this because the Orbo energy in an orbment gradually recharges over time. Furthermore, the Sky Bandits made multiple trips to carry off a large amount of cargo. Considering the time and risk involved, don't you think it would have been more effective just to take the entire airliner to their hideout? Yeah, that does seem a little odd that they didn't. So why they hide the airliner here then? All I can think of is that they did it in order to... keep their digital India because their hideout is somewhere weird. Yes, that's exactly right. From my guess, I would imagine that their hideout is in a slightly peculiar place. Maybe 10 to 15 argy in size. In short, a peculiar place on which only a small aircraft like the Sky Bandits airship could land. Interesting. How about terrain covered with extreme differences in height, like mountains and ravines? That seems like a likely place for the Sky Bandits hideout. Yes, that's what I've been thinking too. However, if that's the case, then we may be unable to do anything else. There's a possibility that their hideout may be in a place we can't reach by foot. But then, what can we do? Well, I hate to say it, but we may have to share our conclusions with the army and ask for their cooperation. Because they're the ones with the patrol ships. What? Now you're trying to tell us we should go crawling back to the army and ask them for help? Either way, we still have a report for them, to them about the airliner. Personally speaking, I still think we should cooperate with the army, whatever their attitude may be. I agree with that. Especially if that means bringing the hostages back safe and sound. I guess you're right. This isn't the time or place to be letting my personal feelings get the best of me. For the time being, let's get back to the guild and report our findings to Lugdan. We should be able to contact the Haken Gate if we use the Orbital telephone. Can't I just jump down? Sadly, I cannot. Huh? What the heck? Great, now this was something I did not expect. I wonder if we should be glad, since they've saved us the trouble of having to contact them. Nope, they're working with the bandits most probably. We have found a suspicious armed group. Put your hands in the air, all of you! What is this world coming to? A woman and 2 kids are the Sky Bandits? Though the girl does look shifty. Hey now, that's just rude. And who are you calling Sky Bandits? Can't you see this shiny emblem on my chest? The bracer emblem, huh? I hope you don't think for a moment something like that proves your innocence. Gerald Morgan? Why are you here? After looking over the reports of my men, I found this place to have been insufficiently investigated, so I came to see for myself. Who would have thought that a lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits? Might I get you to stop with the accusations, Gerald? I happen to find this place one step ahead of your men. If that's the truth, then why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? Are the hostages inside that airliner? We almost had the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape. And there are no hostages to be found here. It looks like the truth has come out. Most likely, you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know we were coming. Wait a minute here, how about you cut with the crap? My thoughts exactly! Alright man, take them into custody. Man, he's dense. How the hell did he manage to become a general? The general will be questioning himself on the morrow. If your innocence is proven, then you will be released in 2 or 3 days. So for the time being, this cell will give you place to cool your heels. This is not even funny. Tossing us in a place like this without even listening to a word we have to say. If Jeremy managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, then I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But with the way things are at the moment, they may not be possible. Why not? Remember what the Sky Bandit leader we fought at the old mine said, right? He said, this can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early. If I remember correctly. Now that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he? You're not trying to tell me that he meant the army by that, are you? I don't know for sure, but I would bet that's what he meant. Which means that the Sky Bandits have a mole in the army. Or a collaborator who is leaking information. That's what you wanted to say, isn't it, Joshua? Yep. Well, if that's the case, they'll never get caught. Which means we were the only ones that stood a chance of nabbing them. But now we are stuck in here. I wonder how your father would get around this little setback. My. Well, don't you all seem to be in a bit of a fix? Did you just say something, Joshua? No, I didn't say anything. It came from the cell next door. It almost sounds familiar. Oh, how could you say something so heartless? My lustrous voice should be recognizable to anyone. Oh, with this unfounded self-confidence and tone of absurd narcissism belong to... It's you, isn't it, Olivier? You do remember my dulcet chords. How are you doing? To think that we'd meet again in a place like this. It seems that we're bound by destiny. But why are you here? I thought we took you to Bosse. And now you're locked up in a place like this. What the heck did you do? Come now, let's not worry about all the little details, shall we? I have my reasons, which are deeper than the deepest ocean and higher than the highest peak. I'm definitely not asking now. I'm sure we'll just get tired while you talk our ears off. What a coincidence, Estelle. I was just thinking the same thing. So there you have it. We don't really care to know. You talk so much that I'd probably be an old woman by the time you are done. And I'm not ready for wrinkles yet. Come on now, let's not be like that. I'll fill you in on all the details of the tragic incident which befell me. Didn't you listen, dummy? We don't want to hear about it. It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Bosse market and then moved on to the Ante Rose restaurant. You see, once I had eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano to then feed my artistic soul. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill. I was asked to stay and work as the professional pianist for the restaurant. That's great to know, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist. A musical genius is not limited to just one instrument. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted the job offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of Mira. I don't know how to put it, but that's very you, Olivier. Yeah, yet I'm not sure how that has anything to do with getting thrown in jail. Oh well, this is where the real sob story begins. That night I had been enjoying a plate of sauteed duck I'd had the chef prepare. But the blood sauce which had been used was a little too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel that normal red wine was not satisfying enough. The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But go on, I'm curious in spite of knowing better. Well, so I borrowed a bottle of wine which seemed good from the cellar. Something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183. Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183? That's the legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off in the Royal City. Oh, aren't you well informed? I heard a rumor about it too, so of course I was interested in having a drink for myself. Auctioned off? How much are we talking about here? From what I heard, it went for somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 mira. 500,000 mira? For just one bottle? That's out of this world. And you didn't, did you, Olivier? Such a needless question. Of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. Its sweet-smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. This luxurious, mellow taste carries my throat. And can you believe what else? A rose-tinted vignette of time and space existed within that very bottle. I don't think I can listen to this any longer. Yeah, my ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity. I'm completely dumbfounded. The sad thing is that after taking a sip of such excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. And as I was having the chef cook me up something else to match the wine, the restaurant manager returned. Since I am not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. But for some odd reason, he got rather upset. In fact, he got so steaming mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. And before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filling in. And, well, one thing led to another and... I can't say another word about this tragedy of being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let us all weep together as we sympathize with my dilemma. And with this idiot. Pardon. Do my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard a zzz and you assuredly misheard idiot coming from your cell. Are you listening? This is where the story gets really interesting. Will he ever stop talking? You see, several further trials awaited me after I was brought here. Hello? Are you listening? Absolutely not. We're sleeping. Hey, you three, get up! Yeah. I'm tired. What's wrong? What, are you trying to tell us you're being interrogated this early in the morning? That's a little early even for me. No, it's just the opposite. You're being released. Huh? Why all of a sudden? Is there a reason for this? Yes, I'd like to consider myself that reason. Mayor Mabel? Well, what an unusual place to be meeting you. I'm really sorry about everything that happened to you. But don't worry, your names have been cleared. I don't completely agree with everything, but this is the request from Mabel herself. You'd better remember to thank her. So you mean Mayor Mabel stood up on our behalf? No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to Gerald Morgan. Our situation? Yes, I have one question for the both of you. Are you really the children of Cassius Bright? Yes, that's right. This is Estelle Bright, and I'm his adopted son, Joshua. I see. Now that you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Lena. You knew my mother? Yes, I enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Roland. Why, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby. Now, wait just a minute. You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? Well, Tarkian, I just traded like 4 of those in the past days. I knew that he was in the military before, but I don't know Cassius Bright the Bracer. The only Cassius I know is the one from the service. He was a rare strategist. Strategist? Dad? So yeah, we have an Arcan in chat, now is our chance. I just can't imagine what he saw in the Bracer Guild. Makes me angry just thinking about it. You have to excuse me. What's wrong with him? Seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I've heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring. I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe. However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for Bracers may stem from Cassius leaving the army. From the vexation of being left by one of his most promising men. I get the same impression. What you're saying is, our lives are such a pain because of Dad? That dirty rotten scoundrel! How about we return to Bosse now? With their owner being found, the situation has taken a U-turn. So there are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you. Oh, sure! Is something the matter? I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something. Now that you mention it, what could it be? Oh, how callous people can be at times. How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable, how pitiful. Fine, be that way. I shall wither away friendless and hungry, alone in this dark purgatory. Is he still here? Yeah, I completely forgot about him. I'm sorry to say this, but there's not much we can do for you. Is he the musician I heard about? The one who chugged that bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought? Ha! Indeed, that is I! Yet, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. But you see, I perceived it as an advance payment for the exquisite services that I was about to render. You're quite the interesting character. Alright, I see what I can do to bargain with the general for your release. Really? Truly? You would do such a kind service for a man such as myself? I think that may be asking a bit much. The restaurant takes this to... If the restaurant takes this to trial, there's going to be a lawsuit. Haha, well, there's no need to worry about that. See, the owner of the restaurant is me! Huh? And that Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter. I can't believe you were released. It's like a stroke of bad luck. Please don't lay on the compliment so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook of such a fine wine without paying a single meal. Shall I play the piano in the restaurant per our contract to remedy that? I think I'm going to have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there. I, for one, don't think he'd mind a bit. Yeah, he sure does seem to have some thick skin. Let's just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us. But I don't think I can just let things go like this. Let's see, it seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine? Huh? Well, that does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these bracers in their work? Ha! Could you ever? So it's settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like a magnolia at the height of spring. Hold on a sec. What did we do to deserve this? Your general weirdness aside, simply having an amateur like you around is honestly going to be a pain. Are you confident you won't be drag on our work or our sanity? Well, I am somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic, but of course I'd be distressed if you tried to list my music genius in the same group. That's the kind of line that gets me really worried, but maybe we could use an extra hand, as long as we can't cut. Sorry about that. As long as we can't count out the army to help us out, I have the feeling that we'll be short on manpower. Well, alright then, we'll use you for what you're worth. However, if we do happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight, you're dumped from the party. Are you going to be okay with that? Haha, of course I don't mind. I'd never let you down, so please be assured. Well, my expectations of you are pretty much at rock bottom anyway, so I know you won't let me down. I'm glad things are settled between you all. But before you go, there is something I need to tell you. Tell us? Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy as we were headed here. What happened? Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary in Boss's South Block. The weapon shop and herbal factory were targeted, as were a number of private residences. What? So, was this the work of the Sky Bandits? It's unknown at the time, but it seems highly probable. A unit of the Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation. I see. Guess we'd better do an investigation of our own then. Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do just that. I'll send a payment over to the guild for the work you've done so far. Please, make use of the money for your current investigation expenses. Oh, that's so kind of you, Mabel. I have a feeling that the army is going to get in our way again. But I guess when that happens, it happens. Whether they get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about any information we come across. Because if there's really a spy in their midst, they'll just leak it to the Sky Bandits. Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's for the best to keep quiet about our findings. Anyway, let's act with prudence. Alrighty, my bosom companions, shall we head to the South Block? Look buddy, who made you king of the show? And the same. Okay, first things first. We need to come here. Not the chopper! Oh my god. You receive payment from Mayor Mabel for your investigative efforts thus far. Shit, what's the payment? 6,000 mira, nice. And 5 bracer points. And we're still 7th class. Keep up the good work and be careful out there. How many bracer points do I need? Oh. I didn't even see this one. Okay, so unsell path first. Not blocked. How did I miss this one? It wasn't here last time I checked. I'm extremely disappointed. But hey, when you play the game for the first time, things like that happen. But that means I won't be able to get the achievement for completing every single quest. It's really, really sad. I have to go to the south block. Go on so path anyway. Can't believe these Sky Bandits managed to circumvent our search and just walked right into town and burglarized a bunch of places. We were really outdone this time. Looks like this store was hit by the burglars as well. I guess this isn't the time to be talking about business deals. Let's give him. Hey, we found some friends here. Yay, this one turned out really cute. Niall, is this how you wanted this one? Yeah, sure, something like that. However, we really got screwed, you know that. Good afternoon, are you working on another story? Looks like you two are on the trail of Scoop again. Hey, it's you kids! Oh, Estelle and Joshua! Boy, am I glad to see that they let you out of the clinker. Yeah, I heard all about you kids getting arrested by the army up at the old mine. Oh, I know when I missed that quest. After we talked with Niall in the bar. I should have checked the board again, instead of going straight to Ravenue. You certainly had me worried. Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us to the village. Hey now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourselves? Yeah, we did yesterday. But it was after you all had already been hauled off. Would have had a really great shot of your arrest had we been there. It really gets me that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot. I swear, you people in the news business. But anyway, I was wondering if you thought this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits. It sure looks that way to me. It seems that the army is sniffing around for clues too. But to be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here anymore. I see, that does make things a bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits entered town? According to witness statements, they were seen leaving through the west gate. Well, that's awfully strange. The mayor's residence and Bosse Market are right through the west gate, and it seems like attacking those two places would be far more lucrative. To put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. But if you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you anyway? Ah, I'm glad you asked. I'm Olivier Lenheim, a wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard rumors about me, right? Oh right, you're the guy who drank wine without paying at that classy restaurant. It takes guts to stiff such a big bill. It's an honor to meet you, sir. You're making me blush. I'm ready for my interview anytime, so don't hesitate to ask. Oh, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap. These two are very much alike. You're not even going to ask how this guy wound up with the rest of you. That would be for the best. Right now I wanna come to this here shop. Stun rod. Yep, we're getting that stun rod. We're getting this blitz as well. Prevents freeze, prevents sleep. Let's get a couple of those. Let's... Hey Candice, one here. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing? How are you today? Okay, let's just sell the rest. So we can get money back. I don't think I want to sell her Sherazad's whip, but I'm definitely selling the Needler. Oh, there was a Cherim? I totally missed that. That's kinda sad. Can buy some boots for Sherazad. She deserves them. I think that's good. Yeah, oh, glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. What are you up to today? I'm from Bulgaria. I'm from Bulgaria, currently living in the capital of Bulgaria. Where are you from? I'm not sure I remember. The wrong way? Need to go. There's probably still some important information. Okay. Are the braces we heard about? Nice. The mayor has asked you to look into things. I have no choice but to allow it. Just don't get in the way of the armies. Oh, you're from Texas? Nice. I will not say daily, more like at least between 3 and 5 times a week, depending on my schedule, because I have a daily job after all, which is quite demanding. I was shocked when I heard about the South Block being hit by burglars. Milano's mother was here alone, you see. Fortunately, this house was untouched by the burglaries. But it's at times like this that it makes you feel uneasy when there's no man at home. I'm just glad that Mirano got Simon over to watch the house. During the weekdays I stream for about a couple of hours in what is evening for me, which is about right now. And on the weekends when I have time I stream for longer. Oh, thank you. Do you stream? Are you a streamer as well, or you just like to watch Twitch? Can't believe this guy bandits managed to circumvent. Yeah, we already talked with. We talked a couple of times with this guy. Let's see, what about here? Not trying to be rude, but this is an official investigation. Oh, oh, I didn't even see that guy. I thought the Oh, where's that? Oh, who are you? Now, we've got burglars running among the city. I swear, what's happening to Bossy? Just glad they left this house alone. I'm baffled as to why. They certainly didn't do their homework on this city. I talked with these guys. Wow, they don't like. Hey, you there! What? Is something wrong? I'm a professional graphic designer. If you want to see my work, like logo, banner, overlay. Well, thank you for the offer, but quite honestly, I don't need any graphics right now. And I'm streaming just for a hobby, so not much point into spending money on stuff like that. What? Is something wrong? I thought I'd better give you a word of advice. Even if you're representing the mayor, at the end of the day, you're all still civilians. We cannot have you wandering around here in the middle of our investigation. Who do you think you're talking to? Your advice seems rather more like a threat. I'm just saying you need to know your place. But if you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do it after we've cleared out here. If we get any more trouble out of you, then I'm going to have to give you a personal invitation. Jail. Forget about this still. There's no use arguing with these gentlemen. Ah, for an Acid Alliance skin, you sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier. What did you just say? May I ask what's going on here? Is that the genius? Colonel, officer in black. For a soldier in prestigious royal army to be threatening our good citizens, that is an outright embarrassment to us all. But these aren't just civilians, sir. They are members of the Bracer Guild. Oh, is that so? Then I ask you once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies? But as far as the general is concerned, ah yes, that side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here, so please take your men and clear out. But sir, your men have been here since early this morning, so I presume that a sufficient investigation has been conducted by now, yes? I'll smooth things over with the general later. Is there anything else you wish me to address? No, sir. Alright, man, pack it up. We're returning to the Haken Gate. Looks like that's that. It seems that some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please allow me to apologize. I appreciate the gesture. But we made some slightly inflammatory remarks as well, so how about we let bygones be bygones? That suits me just fine. As I stated before, the army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. I think our two organizations working together grants us each the ability to make up for the others' shortcomings. I'm looking forward to any progress you make with the recent series of events. Thank you, we'll do what we can. He seems like a decent guy. Yeah, I wonder who he is. Colonel, it's almost the appointed time. Oh, already? Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. Oh, but before I do, it looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I'm Alan Richard, a colonel in the Royal Army. If there is anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me. Alan Richard? Didn't we hear his name earlier? Owner Richard, I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Naya was the one who mentioned his name earlier. He said something about him being a sharp young officer who leads the Royal Army's intelligence division. Oh, right. Wow, for someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others. Probably in his mid-30s, and he's not hard on the eyesight either. Shazat already has her eye on him. It seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the army. Hey, you guys! Who was that you were just talking to in the black uniform? I could swear I've seen him somewhere before. Are you trying to tell me you didn't recognize him at all? That was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division. You know, the guy you mentioned earlier? What? You're not pulling my leg, are you? As fun as that would be, nope. He said so himself, so I'm fairly confident he is who he says he is. I think that the legend himself would show up here. We can't wait around here like this any longer, Dorothy. Let's see if we can catch up to him. Aye aye, sir, although I'm really not sure why we're chasing after anyone. Do you see his eyes light up? I wonder if he's going to do an interview or something. Anyone else in the army would brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel will oblige him. What's the matter with you, Olivier? You look serious, and I gotta say, I find it creepy coming from you. I was just thinking about the colonel. I'll be the first to admit that he's quite a specimen of a man. But what? I can say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. But I'd like to see him try just a little harder. It's not fun without a romantic rival. You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua? I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Alright, let's see here. Now that the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our own investigation? Let's start by talking to all the people we couldn't talk to earlier. Good idea! Oh dear me! Were it the Blazers who came to ask questions not that long ago? Alright, we did come before. I'm really sorry I couldn't talk to you. So what you came to ask about is what happened last night, right? Yes, that's right. Is this a good time for you? Yeah, this is a good time as any. It was the middle of the night, you see, when I heard a noise coming from outside. And I, of course, thought it was my husband coming home at such a late hour. Sorry about that. So I opened the door and started yelling. It turned out to be a group of masked men coming out of the Orbo factory across the road. I thought my heart was plumb gonna stop right then and there. Although it turned out the burglars were rather surprised and ran away to the north. I see, so it was the Sky Bandits, huh? So, what you're saying then is that this house didn't incur loss of any kind? Yeah, thanks to the mercy of the goddess. Can I ask you another thing? Did your husband coming home late mean that he went to the bar? If it was only that would be forgivable. In addition to being a no-good drinker, he is obsessed with this. Cecile raised her hand in a casting motion. Oh, I get it. You mean fishing, right? I see now. That's right, he loves fishing more than life itself. Just yesterday he said something about catching some smelt and took off to the lake in the south. And on top of that, he still hasn't come back. Yeah? So what you're saying is he doesn't know anything about the incident? That's exactly what I'm saying. And when that good for nothing husband of mine gets home, he's going to get what for, let me tell you. Hi honey, I'm home. Uh-oh. Phew, what a day I had. I was fishing patiently all morning, but I have nothing to show for it. Oh, what's this? Do we have guests? You senile old man! My goodness, woman, what kind of fiery tempest has gotten into you? Don't you know it's rude to act like that in front of guests? If anyone's being rude, that would be you. I'm dumbfounded that my own husband can just take off to do what he likes at a time like this. What do you mean by a time like this? Maybe I should explain. Joshua gave Mr. Kono a brief explanation. Burglaries by Sky Bandits, you don't say. No, this is terrible. but to think that they had teared it out of here after my wife covered them is hilarious. Haha, I guess they got to experience the Cecile effect firsthand. What do you just say? Let's all calm down, shall we? But to think that these Sky Bandits came in the night like they did and then just disappeared like that. I wonder if it has anything to do with that thing he was talking about the other day. He? What do you mean? Alright, you don't know him. He is my fishing buddy. He's staying at the inn down the lake shore to the south of here. If I remember right, he said something about seeing a strange bunch near the place the other night. Strange bunch? Now, this sounds really interesting. Can you tell us a little more about what you've heard? Sure, I don't mind, but I'm just going to tell you up front that this is all hearsay. From what I heard, he just happened to see them by chance as he was out fishing during the night. He saw them leave by way of the inn's front door and then out onto the road. However, when he asked around the inn in the morning, it turned out that no one like that had stayed there the night before. Yeah, that is the other road. So, was there any type of burglary at the inn? No, nothing of the sort at all, in fact. It's quiet here, the meals are great, and it's, well, the place I'd recommend to anyone. Oh, we have a Grimer in chat! Let's see, have I caught a Grimer before? See. Sure. Actually, I have. I'll still try to catch it. But best of all, it's a prime fishing spot. Though there weren't any definitive clues related to that incident, we did manage to hear a few interesting bits. I concur. I especially like the one that described all the delicious food at the inn. That's not what we are talking about here. Although I did find the fishing part to be rather interesting. Unfortunately, if there's nothing going on there, then I guess it wouldn't be worth investigating. Actually, I think it's quite the opposite. If someone had been careless and caused a problem, the army would have thoroughly investigated it. Conversely, the possibility of the Sky Bandits appearing where there's nothing happening is rather high. Oh, well, I guess that's one way to think about it. And in light of this series of incidents, there's either a spy in the army, or the Sky Bandits are a really clever bunch of thieves. It will be extremely difficult to corner them only by investigating the incidents which have occurred. We need to get one step ahead of them by tracking their movements. I see, so what you're saying is that we should take an offensive stance rather than a defensive one. Then how about we get going? Off to the beautiful Valeria Lake, extolled in many a rhyme as the pearls of Liberal. Yes, but actually, we're going to do that tomorrow. As for today, I think that will be enough, and as you see, I'm yawning a lot, so yeah, that will be it. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I really hope to see you here tomorrow. Bye bye.